Hi and welcome to our 30-minute yoga session. So today we're focusing on strengthening and opening the hips. So we tend to get a lot of tightness in our hips from sitting down, driving, things like that. So it's really good to help to release that, to counterbalance that. As well, quite a lot of kind of lower back pain, sciatic pain is related to the hips. So it's really good to get those hips released. You might feel one side's was tighter than the other, as we do have one side more dominant than the other. So it's really good to kind of redress that balance and try and get them that little bit more even. So we're going to start in a supine position. So come down onto your mat and just lie down. So we're going to start with a kind of little workout to kind of warm up the lower body. So shoulders are relaxed on the mat. As we inhale, we're going to turn the soles of the feet together and take the knees out. Then as we exhale, we draw the knees together. Then on the next inhale, we push into the feet, squeeze the glutes and lift the buttocks and the lower spine off the mat. And then we exhale to lower, and then we just repeat. So inhale, take the knees out in our supine butterfly pose. As we exhale, we draw the knees in. As we inhale, we push into the feet, lift the buttocks off the mat, squeeze through your hips and glutes. And then exhale, release. And just flowing with your breath, synchronizing that breath and movement. Really squeeze up and exhale, release. Inhale to take the knees out, exhale in. Inhale, squeeze up, push into the feet, squeeze the knees together, and then exhale, lower. So it's just getting that little bit of fluidity, that warmth into our lower body, starting to get those muscles and joints active. Lovely. So just taking it at your own pace, in time with your breath. Inhale, knees out. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, release. Lovely. And then just once more. Through. And then release. Take your knees into your chest. Just wrap your hands around your shins or just on top of your knees and just gently rock side to side to release any tension on your lower spine. And then just gently rock to one side and slowly push yourself up. So we're going to come into a downward facing dog and then a three-legged dog to really open the hips. So we start in a tabletop position, so fingers are spread, wrists underneath the shoulders at shoulder distance, knees underneath the hips at hip distance. And we inhale to turn the toes, and as we exhale, we push our tailbone up to the sky and release the heels to the mat. As it's our first downward facing dog, we'll just walk that dog to just stretch out the backs of the legs. So just taking one heel down and bending the opposite knee and just swapping to the opposite side. Keep that gaze in between the feet. Spread the fingers, push into the palms to take the pressure off the wrists. Lovely. Just stretching out all the way down the back of your legs. And then just find that stillness. And from this position, we're going to come into a three-legged dog. So on our next inhale, push into the left foot for that nice strong base and take that right foot up towards the ceiling. Really point through the toes. Really open up that hip. Keep yourself really central, the hands at central position. And then on your next exhale, bring that right foot through in between your feet. Drop your back knee down, coming into a low lunge position, Anjayasana. Really push forward to open up that hip flexor. Make sure this knee and ankle stay in line. And we're going to come into Udasana, which is our fighting warrior pose. So we take our right hand onto the inside of the right leg, and then we take that left arm back in our fighting warrior pose. So I'll show you from this side. Lovely. So feel that twist, feel that opening on that hip. Lovely. And then inhale, bring your hand back to the front of the mat. And as you exhale, take that right foot back and push back to a downward. So we'll do the same on the other side. So we take, and the next inhale, take that left leg up, really point the toe, really open up that hip. And on your next exhale, bring that left foot through, drop that back knee, come into our low lunge position. Pushing forward to open that hip flexor, making sure that knee and ankle are in line. And we'll do our fighting warrior pose, Udasana, on this left side. So this time our left hand comes in on the inside of that left foot, and we take our right arm back, taking the gaze towards the right fingers. So again, I'll just show it you from this side. Udasana, our fighting warrior pose. Lovely. Really feel that opening on your hips and that lovely twist on your spine. And then inhale, bring your hand back to center, and exhale, take that left foot back and push back to downward facing dog. So we're going to take that three-legged dog again. So inhale, take that right foot up. And then this time, as we bring it through, we're going to bring it to the outside of the right hand and then drop that back knee down. So we're going to come into what we call dragon pose. So we just take that foot to the edge of the mat. And then to open up the hip even more, you can turn the foot onto its edge if you so wish. So this is kind of the first position. You can take like a gentle twist where you're just taking one hand up, taking that gaze over that right shoulder. Or if you want to come deeper, you can come down onto your elbows and twist. So 3 different levels there for you. Just find that stillness in the posture. Wherever you're at, you're going to feel that on your hips in our dragon pose. Lovely. Breathing in and out through the nose. Lovely. And then inhale, come back round, turn that foot around, take that foot back and push back to downward facing dog. Ooh. Notice if that right leg feels quite different now to the left. So we're going to do the same on the left. So inhale, take that left foot up, really point through the toes. And as you exhale, bring it to the outside of your left hand, come down onto your back knee. And then turn the foot over onto its side in our dragon pose. So really feel this lovely big stretch on your hips. And you can stay here or take that gentle twist. Or if you want to come deeper, come down onto your elbows and twist around. You can take your arm up or just have it on your legs, just whatever works for you. So different levels for you to try. Feel that lovely opening and then just find that stillness and breathe into the posture. Lovely. Breathing in and out through the nose. Feel that lovely deep stretch. And then on your next inhale, come back around to center. Turn that foot over, take that foot back and push back to downward facing dog. Really push up through your tailbone and release those heels down towards the mat. And then on your next inhale, just take that gaze forward and then walk your feet to meet your hands, coming into Uttanasana, our standing forward fold. You can take a bend in the legs if need be, if your hamstrings are tight. Just do what works for you. And then take a bend, a big, really big bend in the legs. Take a big inhale, bring the arms up overhead and exhale. Draw that energy to the heart center. So we're going to do a lovely hip opener, Prasarita Padottanasana, our wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to take our feet, take them as wide as you can, and then turn your toes inwards and your heels outwards. Take your hands on your hips, and we're going to take an inhale, and as we exhale we fold forward, but really try and keep that spine nice and flat. So keep taking that gaze forward. So you really want to really try and keep that spine nice and flat. Lovely. And just hold there for a second. Feel that lovely deep stretch. Breathing in and out through the nose. Feel that lovely stretch on your inner thighs and on your hips. So from this position, you can just stay here if you want, but if you want to take it deeper, then take another inhale, and as we exhale, we take our hands to the mat. And then just keep that gaze forward, and we're going to add in just a little twist. So we're going to keep that left hand down, and as we inhale, we take that right arm up and twist around, looking over that right shoulder. Feel that lovely twist and that deep stretch on our hips. Breathing in and out through the nose. Make sure that your weight is evenly distributed across the bottom of your feet, so that it's not you're not kind of folding slightly forward or slightly back. Really feel that you're really central. And then on your next inhale, release that hand back to the mat. And we'll do the same on the other side. So right hand down, take that left arm up and twist through your spine, your waist, taking the gaze up towards your left fingers. Lovely. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then inhale, come back to center. And then take your hands back to your waist. And then slowly lift up on the inhale. And then exhale, heel toe your feet back in. And then just give them a shake. Take a big inhale, bring the arms up overhead, palms together, and then exhale, fold forward, coming back to our Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Take a couple of breaths here in and out through your nose. Feel that release on your shoulders, just let them be relaxed. Feel that lovely stretch all the way up the back of your legs. Your gaze is towards your knees. And then on your next exhale, just release your knees down to the mat. So we're going to do what we call frog pose Mandukasana. So again, a couple of different levels to this posture. It's a very deep hip opener. So I'll show you one level first. So what you're looking for, you're trying to turn your feet onto the outsides and take and rest on the inside of your knees, and then bring your hands down. Now, if that doesn't work, then you can change it so that you come into like the toes together and you're on your knees and come into a wide-legged position that way. So whatever works for you.
So really get deep into those hips. Find that stillness. Breathing in and out through the nose. So that's what you're looking for in this position, that you're on your insides of your knees, really, is what you're looking at. And just breathe into that stretch and just be down on your forearms and elbows. Breathing in and out through the nose. Feel that lovely stretch. Lovely. And then to come out of this posture, just come out very, very slowly. Start to lift yourself up. And then just turn the feet in. Bring your knees in a little bit and then just push back to a child's position. Take that forehead to the mat. In our Balasana child pose. Oh, lovely. Feel that release on those hips. And then on your next inhale, just slowly lift the head and walk the hands in. If you feel a little bit dizzy because we've just had our head inverted, then just breathe it out. Quite normal. And then just bring your feet around. Give them a shake and a stretch. So we're going to do Gomukhasana, our cow face pose, the leg part of the move. There is two parts to it, but we're just going to do the legs for now. So we're going to take that right foot underneath the left, and the foot is going to be on its side, and then we take the left leg over. So what you're looking for is knees stacked and the sides of the feet are on the mat. And you want to make sure that you're evenly distributed on your sitting bones. Now, if you find you're really uncomfortable and you're kind of really lopsided, then just keep that right leg, the bottom leg, extended and the foot flexed. Just do what works for you. So come into whichever position works for you. And then we're going to take an inhale, and as we exhale, we fold forward over the legs. So you can bring your hands to the mat. You can kind of stack your hands and just rest your chin on your hands, or you can rest your forehead down. Come to wherever works for you. Feel that lovely deep stretch in your hips. Lovely. So obviously if you had your leg extended, then you'd just be folded over like that, or even just quite lifted. Lots of different options. Just take it to where works for you. We'll all have very different, very different positions with this, you know, because we've got different shaped hips, different flexibility in our hips. So just take it to whatever level works for you. And then slowly lift up. Uncross the feet. Ooh, give them a shake. And then just bend the knees, plant the soles of the feet on the mat towards the edges of your mat. Just take your hands down, and we'll just do a gentle stretch, counter stretch before we do the other side. So just take both knees down to the right. And then both knees over to the left. Lovely. Feel that lovely release. And again to the other side. And again to the other side. Lovely. Ooh. And then come back to center and we'll do the other side. So this time our left leg comes underneath and the right leg on top. like I said, we're very different in our hips on, you know, we've got one side more dominant than the other. So you might find that one side you could do the full move, but then on the other side you can't. That's quite normal. So sides of the feet are out, knees are stacked. And again, if you're in an uneven position, keep that left leg, the bottom leg extended and just fold over. So finding our position, sides of the feet out. Take an inhale, engage the core, and then exhale, fold over to whatever position works for you. You might even not want to fold over. You might be, feeling enough of a stretch just seated. So again, just do what works for you. And just breathe in the posture. Sending that fresh oxygen into those tight spots. And we carry a lot of emotional stress and tension in our hips. So in yogic teaching, the way to release that is to get energy, prana, through those hips. So breathing in and out through the nose, sending that fresh oxygen into those hips. And then slowly, slowly lift up. Release the feet, uncross the feet. Give them a shake, and we'll just do that little move again with the knees, our windscreen wiper move, taking the knees down to one side, then slowly over to the other side. Lovely, lovely release, a lovely counter stretch to our Gomukhasana pose. And again, once more each way. Lovely. And then bring the knees back to center. Bring the feet in to hip distance. Take the arms out and then gently lower yourself back vertebra by vertebra. Engaging that core until you reach the mat. And then just bend the knees into the chest and just rock gently side to side to release any tension in your lower spine. So we're going to come into bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So have a quick look at it first before you go into the posture, because we're going to be coming up and onto our shoulders, and I need you to protect your neck. So I don't want you to try and do the move and then be moving your neck around to have a look. So just check it out first of all. So knees are at hip distance, heels are up towards the glutes. Arms are by your sides with the palms facing down. We take an inhale, push into the feet, and as we exhale, we lift the buttocks and the lower spine off the mat. Now we keep the knees at hip distance. So sometimes it's quite easy for the knees to kind of go out to the side or in. So really push into the toes, really push into the big toes and then lift up. So engage your core, feel that stretch on the front of your thighs, your hips, squeeze up through your glutes. Breathing in and out through the nose. So just come into the posture, but once you're in it, make sure that you keep that neck protected. Just keep that gaze forward because there's a lot of pressure going on that neck. So just protect yourself. And just breathe into the posture. Really squeeze through those glutes. Feel the opening of the hips. Engage that core. And then on your next exhale, slowly, slowly release vertebra by vertebra. And then just bend the knees into the chest again and just gently rock side to side. So we're going to do a one-legged bridge now. So we come back into our bridge position. Again, you might want to just have a look. And then we inhale, push into the feet, exhale to lift up. So we start in a normal bridge. And then push into that left foot and extend your right foot up. And then really squeeze through that left glute. So come into your central bridge. Inhale, push into the toes. Exhale, squeeze up and left. And then push into that left foot and extend your right foot. Really point the toe. Try and lift your thigh and your toe. Really push up through your foot. Feel that really squeeze. So it kind of makes quite a lot of difference doing it one-legged. Obviously, if it doesn't work for you, it's quite more intense. You don't need to do it. Just stay in the normal bridge. And then exhale, release that foot down. Squeeze up again just into central bridge to give yourself that nice central alignment. And then push into your right foot and extend that left foot up. Really point through the toes and squeeze up. Really feel that on your glutes. Really does challenge you. Really going to strengthen those hips. Really feel like you're pointing and stretching through those toes of the left foot. Breathing in and out through the nose. Lovely. And then exhale, release that foot down. Just squeeze up into your central bridge just to get your alignment back. Push into your toes. And then on your next exhale, slowly, slowly release vertebra by vertebra. Lovely. And then bring your knees into your chest again. And just rock gently side to side to take any last pressure off your lower spine. And then come to center, extend your feet out along the mat. Take your arms overhead and give yourself a big stretch. And then bring your arms to shoulder height with the palms facing down. And we're going to take that right knee out and take the sole of the foot onto the inside of that left thigh, coming into what we call our supine tree or healing tree, Vrksasana pose. And just feel that lovely release on your hips. Really going to open up those hips. Make sure the shoulders are just relaxed down on the mat. Breathing in and out through the nose. A lovely, gentle stretch to finish with for our hips. And then inhale, bring that right knee in. Exhale, extend it out. Inhale, bring that left knee up and exhale, take that knee out to the side. Bringing that sole of the foot onto the inside of the thigh of the right leg. And feel that lovely stretch on your hips, your thighs, your groin. Make sure your shoulders are just relaxed into the mat. Just let the body sink deeper into the mat. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then on your next inhale, bring that left knee back to center. Exhale, extend it out along the floor. And come into Shavasana for our final relaxation. Let your arms be by your sides with the palms facing upwards. Let your feet just gently fall apart and let your whole body relax into the mat. Softly close your eyes and breathe in and out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose.
And notice how the air just enters and exits your body. Notice how your stomach rises on every inhale, falls on every exhale. Take a moment to just let your breath slow down, feeling your body heavy on the mat on which you are lying. All that matters in this moment is your breath and the words you are hearing. Anytime your mind wanders, just return your awareness back to these words and back to your breath. And as you breathe softly and slowly, you feel yourself letting go, entering into a state of deep peace and relaxation. And as you breathe, you start to feel the glow of a soft white light beginning to flow down over the top of your head, flowing over your face, bringing deep relaxation as the soft light continues to flow down your neck, shoulders, your arms. Everywhere this soft white light touches, your body experiences a release as you enter into relaxation. You feel this light now move down your chest, your back, your torso. Feel yourself sinking into a wave of peace and relaxation as the soft light continues down your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and all the way down to the soles of your feet, so that your entire being is illuminated in this soft white light. You feel every cell of your body relaxing and letting go. You are in a cocoon of this soft white light as your body melts deeper and deeper into the mat. Now take this peaceful feeling with you now as you slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, waking your body back up in a more relaxed and peaceful state. And whenever you are ready, slowly open your eyes back into the room around you. And gently bring yourself up to a seated position, bringing your hands into prayer and Jali Mudra. And we will finish with 3 hot breaths. Inhale, 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 Namaste. Thank you for your practice today.